Hello, welcome back to today's minimalist yoga session focusing on our hips, but also adding some shoulder as well as spinal mobility just to get rid of any tension we have there. So if you're ready, let's get started right away. As usual, we're gonna start in a fully upright seated position, hands right in front of our knees. Now what we're gonna do is just walk our upper body closer to the ground, extending our arms, pushing our chest towards the floor, and lengthening our shoulders as much as we can, bringing our face all the way down to the mat. Take a deep breath in. Now when breathing out, we're gonna move forward into a quadrupedal position, rounding our back and pushing our hips towards the ground, opening our hands sideways. We're flexing our glutes, our spinal erectors, and raising our knees just the tiniest bit from the ground. And breathe out. Reverse the entire movement. Lengthen your shoulders as much as you can. We're gonna repeat this just 1 second time. Breathing in to another upward dog. Breathing out, rounded back, pushing backwards, reversing the entire movement. Now while we're back here, we're gonna start swaying with our hips the tiniest bit to the left, to the right, releasing some tension and limbering up our hip joints because we're gonna need that in a moment. Just a handful of times for another 3, 2, 1, back to the middle and back into a full quadrupedal position. This time, breathe in, breathe out. And now we're gonna tuck our shoulder blades in together and do the tiniest circular movements into one direction. Doesn't matter which one, because we're gonna switch it up in just a second. Right now, other direction. Tiny circular motions, releasing some tension in our rotator cuffs, back to the middle, and now we're gonna lengthen our shoulders, abduct our shoulder blades as much as we can, and repeat circles into one direction. Switch directions. Back to the middle, and we're gonna push back one more time. Take a deep breath in and breathing out back into a quadrupedal position, fingers pointed forward this time. Now we're gonna step with our left foot to our left hand right here and start pushing our hips down towards the ground, extending our back, lengthening our upper body for 3, 2, 1. Take a deep breath in. And when breathing out, we're gonna move down onto our elbows, keeping our left foot completely flat on the floor. Just for 3, 2, 1. Extend your arms and push your hips backwards, extending our left leg if possible, foot still flat on the ground. And slowly bend and push that leg backwards. We're gonna switch it up. Right foot, right hand. Push your hips towards the ground. Extend your back. Flex your spinal erectors and your glutes. Upper body upright. 3, 2, 1. Take a deep breath in. And when breathing out, down on our elbows. One more time for another 3, 2, 1. We're gonna extend our arms once more and push our hips back, extending our right leg, keeping our foot as flat as possible. Just for a second or two. Bend your leg and push it back. We're gonna push our hips back one more time, as much as we can, still keeping our shoulders as long as possible, arms extended, face down to the ground. And one more time, we're gonna sway our hips, left side, right side. And we're gonna take our shoulders with us in that movement, limbering up the tiniest bit around our scapular and our rotator cuffs. Breathing deeply. back to the middle, back into a quadrupedal position, hands turned outwards. And we're gonna take a deep breath in to spinal extension. And full breath out, pulling our stomach into spinal flexion. We're gonna switch between cat-cow a handful of times, breathing in. And breathing out. Breathing into cow. Breathing out to cat. One final time, breathing in. We're gonna hold for 3, 2, 1, and breathing out, pushing back all the way as much as we can. Butt towards the floor, chest towards the floor, face towards the floor. And sway. Left side, right side, left side, right side, back to the middle, back to a quadrupedal position, fingers pointed forward. And this time we're gonna step forward with our left foot diagonally to our right hand, because we're gonna go into an upright pigeon position first, just like so, pushing our hips down towards the ground. One more deep breath in. And breathing out, we're gonna go down either on our elbows, or if it's possible for you, all the way down on the floor, face to the mat. Hey there. Just for a handful of seconds, actively push your hips down. And slowly extend your upper body once more. Now we're gonna get onto our toes in the back. We're gonna do the tiniest jump right here with our left leg. Put our right knee down to the ground, keep our right hand on the floor. We're gonna use our left hand, grabbing our right foot and pushing our hips as well as our left knee forward as much as we can. We're going into complete ankle flexion and we're lengthening our hip flexors and our quads before we let go and put our left leg back. Once more, stepping forward diagonally, right foot, left hand, down into an upright pigeon position, pushing our hips actively towards the ground by flexing our glutes and our spinal erectors, taking one more deep breath in. And when breathing out once more, either down on our elbows, or if you have the necessary mobility, down to the floor. Don't forget to actively push your hips down. And extend once more on our toes in the back leg and up on our foot in the front leg. Left hand stays on the ground, right hand grabbing our left foot, pushing our hips forward and our right knee this time. Complete ankle flexion in the right, complete hip flexor and quad stretch in the left leg. And letting go once more, hand to the ground, right leg back, and we're gonna push back once more. And now from here, we're gonna grab our left arm and thread it through to the right side. Bring your shoulder and hand into complete contact with the ground. Open your right arm towards the ceiling, and what's really important here is we're pushing our hips back towards our feet as far as possible. Holding just for 3, 2, 1, and now we're gonna do a direct switch. Right arm to the left side, shoulder and hand in complete contact with the ground, left arm towards the ceiling, and of course pushing our hips back towards our feet, and we're only holding for another 3, 2, 1, and extending both our arms forward once more, chest and face down, and back to our swaying motion, taking our shoulders and our hips through a tiny but very comfortable range of motion. And we're gonna slowly sit back up again. Just like so. And now from here, when breathing in, we're gonna go into spinal extension one more time. Chest out, shoulders down, and head backwards. When breathing out, we're gonna round our shoulders and our back and tilt our hips, letting our head hang loose. And we're gonna repeat this 2 more times. When breathing into extension, breathing out into flexion, in extension, out flexion, and relax into a comfortable seating position. Now that's basically it for today's session. I hope you feel a little bit better than you did before you started. If you liked the video, like the video and subscribe. And check out other videos on this channel because we literally have new ones every single day. And I will see you guys tomorrow. Captain Cairo. Peace out.